It's Greg Vincent here and welcome to Electric Avenue. Yesterday on the news site news.com.au there was an article that came out about selling your house on social media. It was put together by Victoria Craw and Sonia Keremans for the owners of a property in Erskineville. It's an Erskineville apartment owned by Laura and Rowan Bell. And it's interesting to see what happened is Laura and Rowan have actually set up a blog, a Twitter account, a Google Plus page, all these different social media profiles for their property. And real estate agent Braden Walters from True Property is actually handling the sale, and I must say that Braden's doing a brilliant job of handling the whole PR media storm and the whole buzz that's happening around this particular property. You see, what's happened is that they've had something like 48 groups through the first open home. I believe that there's a number of contracts been requested, number of offers, so I can't divulge too much information around that. Obviously, I don't want to have any impact on the sale, but it's interesting to see that there's this massive buzz around this particular property. And when you consider that there was a similar property on the market and their open home was just before this one, and there were 21 groups through that particular two-bedroom apartment, and this one had 48 people through, you can just see that this whole social media space has allowed them to get a lot more context out into the marketplace, because what's happened is you've got the seller providing a little bit of information about the behind the scenes of what it's like to live in that particular apartment. You see, what happens is, as real estate agents, we are unfortunately on the back foot when it comes to the level of trust that consumers have with us. So because we are seen as distrusted, unfortunately, when they read the advertisements, then they're in a position where they need some sort of validation around that. Also, with advertising of itself, only 14% of people actually trust advertising. So when you think about it from a real estate perspective, we're in a position where we're distrusted initially, and the advertising we do is already distrusted. So by having an owner have their input and add a whole new dimension to the marketing of the property, then helps to give the potential buyer an opportunity to sort of engage with that particular property a little bit more and a little bit deeper over the internet. So I see it as a great opportunity for real estate agents to start to embrace this sort of space. And you'll see in the article, one of the things that I did say is that as a real estate agent, you need to be in a position where you have administration controls over some of these social media profiles, whether it be the blog or the Twitter account, so that you're in a position where you can monitor and make sure that the content that's being shared is not misrepresenting the property. And that's the only thing that I would say as a word of warning to agents, is just to make sure that you have those sort of controls over it. And it was really good to see that Lauren and Rowan turned around at the end of this article and said, know your limitations. And that's because I think there's a number of agents who are going to think, oh, well, this means that the sellers can now go off and sell their places privately via social media. That's not the case. I believe that the agent still plays a vital role, and so does Lauren and Rowan. And what's happened is that Braden has actually been able to facilitate this, hop in the middle of this whole arrangement, help them with the administration of the blog and the other sites, and guide them through the process. So I see this as a fantastic opportunity for agents to use and embrace the power of social media and start to engage customers online at a greater, deeper level. So that's been today's show. If you've got any questions or any comments, please feel free to post them in the comment section underneath. Otherwise, contact me via Facebook and Twitter. But yeah, look forward to catching up with you on the next show. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you then. Okay, bye.